Hi there, and welcome to this VRTY learning video. My name is Kingston. I am one of the co-founders of VRTY. In this particular video, I'll cover a short summary about VRTY and 3 ways to use us. Let's get started. So, what is VRTY? VRTY is an easy-to-use platform that we've created to help others create, build, and share their own projects using 360-degree scenes. From there, you can overlay interactive content through markers, which you can then view in VR mode or in 360 mode. We'll get to some of that more in some of the other videos. So who is VRTY? We are a Sydney-based edutech company, which basically means we work with schools, universities, museums, governments, and businesses to help them change the way they create and deliver learning experiences. We have grown rapidly across Australia, and we've also now started to get into countries such as New Zealand, the Philippines, Korea, the USA, Ireland, Germany, and Italy. So what makes the VRTY platform so good? From our perspective, looking at the platform and the viewing technology, it really is something that is easy to use. So you don't need to learn any code to use the platform. It's nice and simple. We are browser-based and we are in the cloud, which then means it's scalable. So you don't need to go and download multiple software or apps onto your phones or devices. You can have as many licenses as you need, and you can also access the platform through any computer or internet connection. We use content markers and teleport scenes to add a lot of the interactivity to projects. So it's not just a simple project that you're viewing and passively watching. We also work on the majority of computers, tablets, and mobile devices, which means you don't really need to go out and buy a whole bunch of new technology and software and also hardware to use the platform and to experience things. When it comes to viewing, you can choose to view in virtual reality mode using a headset, or you can also just view in 360-degree mode, which makes it nice and versatile. And it also means that different students and different audiences can choose to view in the way that they like. We also have access to what we call the Global Learning Library, which is a library of content with all sorts of useful media and scenes as well. So you can actually start using our content to build your own projects without going out yourself to create. So 3 ways to use VRTY. How do we do that? I've color-coded here, and what you'll see is typically there's a bit of a laddered approach to how you would use us. So the first one is actually experience a VRTY project. For many people, they haven't actually experienced a virtual reality or a 360 project before, so it's really important to get in there and see what it's actually like. From there, you can start to see how it actually works. There's some new interactions, there's some new ways of doing things, but once you get in there, you'll pick it up pretty quickly. So from there, you can access VRTY projects pretty much from any part of our platform. So we have a particular section called the Content Contributor section, or we also have a Story section within the platform. Or if you also go to our website, we have a lot of case studies there. So you can actually just click on those URLs and then you can start viewing straight away. To experience, you can use if you have a mobile VR headset, you can actually upload and, not upload, you can actually click on the link and then you can view it in VR. Or if you just want to view it in 360, you can just use your computer, your tablet, or your phone, and you can then view that project in 360. From an overall suitability perspective, we are working with fairly young primary school years, and we recommend that they view in 360-degree mode. But from about the year 5 and above, we can actually start using the virtual reality mode, and putting headsets onto students. The second way to use VRTY is build your own VRTY project. So once you get access to the VRTY platform, what you can do here is access the VRTY media library, where I mentioned we already have lots of content, lots of markers, and already we have 360 scenes. So what you can do is actually start to use those and build your own project without having to go out and create them or source them yourself. If you'd like some of the content contributor projects that are there, some of them have also kindly donated some of those scenes into our library. So they're there for you to use for your projects. So you can copy those, and then what you can do is change out some of those projects, the scenes, the markers, as you see fit. If you've also created a Google Tool Creator project previously, we know that Google Tool Creator is coming to an end in terms of its support in June 2021. So what you can do is upload a copy of that Google Tool Creator into the VRTY platform for you to then use within the platform. You can change and you can build on that. Going forward then, the third part of how to use VRTY is you can then start to create a VRTY project from scratch. So you can create the project really deploying or employing design thinking methodology. You can plan your project from the very beginning, think about what idea you want to come up with. You can design your storyboard from scratch. You then can go through the exciting process of producing your own content, and then you can upload that and build that in VRTY. From a suitability perspective, we would recommend that from year 7 and above is really where you would start to look at employing this type of a process. As we start to go through, this gives you an overview of building a VRTY project and the stages that you would go through. Following the same color code from the previous slide, you'll see that in this top section here, which is green, this is where you're starting the VRTY project really from scratch. You have an idea, you really understand what you want to be doing with that project. You'll sit down and you'll start to create your storyboard. You can do it on a blank sheet of paper, or you can start to build it in the VRTY platform. From there, you have a very good idea as to what you need to shoot, what you need to produce, what you need to collect from a media assets perspective, and you'll go away and you'll do that. Once you've got that, you'll edit any of the footage, you'll go through a bit of a design process and employ some post-production type techniques to the footage. From there, you'll add it into the VRTY platform, and you can start to build the whole interactive story using the VRTY platform. Once that's done, you'll press publish, and then you can share that link to your audience. From there, they just click on the link, they'll stream through their browser, they get to choose which way they want to view. If they want to view it in VR, they'll open it up on a smartphone, they'll place it into a headset, and they're viewing in virtual reality. If they want to view it just on their in 360, they can just open up on a tablet, or also on a smartphone or on a desktop, and then they're off and they're running. So this is a very quick sort of review of who we are and a little bit about VRTY. And if you have a look through some of our other videos, we'll take you through a little bit more about our technical approach, as well as also how to use the actual platform. For further resources, you can jump onto the VRTY website, which is VRTY.io. We also have a learning hub where there's a lot more how-tos, which is learn.vrty.io. Or if you need any specific help, please send us an email at support@vrty.io, and we'll get back to you with any answers that you need. Thank you very much.